We talk about stablecoin mass adoption, how a lot of organizations around the globe are, focusing on the stablecoin industry and understanding, the potential of stablecoins and how it revolutionized the way we, interact, especially when it comes to finances. And here is another example of that just in front of us. You could see Senior Director at PayPal, Ian, explained why his firm is so excited about the upcoming launch of stablecoin PayPal USD, which is being launched on none other than the Stellar blockchain. We're going to get back into this. Welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel, to the XLM holders. Appreciate you guys as always. Let's analyze and take a look at, what we're looking at as far as the price is concerned. So yesterday was a little bit of a red day for the market, but today, we're starting to see the market picking up slowly but surely, which of course is really nice to see. If you're looking at XLM's price right now, we're up about 2% in USD, and we're also up about 2.4% in Bitcoin comparative. Looking at the price, 45.3 cents, valuation sitting at about 1.4 billion. One thing we can, of course, take away right now is that the 24-hour trading volume has decreased over the last 2 to 3 days, but the price has been holding quite steady, and that's what I want you guys to keep in mind. But before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So you can see on Saturday, an all-time high writing. It's a 6% surge, makes it the top daily gainer among the top 20 currencies. This is obviously dating back to the major move, and I'm sure since then we have seen quite a large jump. But let's focus more on this. On June 11th, PayPal announced plans to launch its US dollar-backed stablecoin PayPal USD, ticker PYUSD, on the Stellar blockchain network, pending regulatory approval from the New York State Department of Financial Services. If approved, the move would mark the expansion of PYUSD beyond its current availability on Ethereum and Solana. PayPal describes Stellar as a blockchain tailored for low-cost, high-speed payments with strong real-world utility. Look at that, with strong real-world utility. And by adding support for Stellar, the company aims to improve the accessibility and usability of PYUSD for payments, cross-border transfers, and financial services. The integration is expected to enhance daily payment options and provide users with expanded access to financing tools such as working capital and small business loans, areas where Stellar is already active. Very, very interesting things. And these things have already been public. This was announced on June 11th. Of course, it is yet to be approved by the NYSDF. But again, giving you a better understanding how utility projects are gaining traction, especially from the financial industry. And even going back to the update that I made just a few days back on XRP, how Monica Long, who is the president of Ripple, came out and said that we're seeing a complete shift in even the tone when it comes to financial industries talking about crypto, and that is due to regulatory clarity coming towards this industry. But looking at the price right now, dominance is doing exactly what you want to see the dominance do. We spoke about how we're sitting at about 64.7% and how we could drop below that. We actually did see the price drop in below, the dominance drop in below, and we're retesting June 11th levels, showing the weakness that we want to see with the dominance. If you're looking at BTC, on the other hand, Bitcoin hasn't done pretty much anything. We did go up to the likes of 118,000 a few hours back, but we're starting to range sideways, and this is what you want to see. I don't care if Bitcoin trades sideways for 1 month, 2 months. It doesn't really matter. I know people are going to be like, what are you talking about? Because we want to see altcoins thriving, because Bitcoin has pretty much hit all-time high after all-time high. I personally don't think we're going to see that long of a consolidation for BTC. Now, Bitcoin is pretty much in the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement level. Now, when we're in this zone, as you guys know, I project that Bitcoin could pretty much go towards all-time highs anytime, but it would be nice to see a nice sideways consolidation before heading towards the next leg up. But what you're starting to see with the dominance is it's starting to show weakness, and if it continues to show that, imagine we're already seeing XLM and a lot of other coins sitting much higher than where we were back in May, and the dominance is nowhere near where the dominance was back in May. This gives me a lot of excitement, and this gives me a lot of hope that we could start pushing up to some of the levels we actually haven't seen since the last bull markets. The levels that we were seeing back in November of last year, I think those could be even broken out. The way it has been consolidating really, really nicely. If you can see this for yourself, let's actually take a look at XLM's price on an hourly perspective to really show you how good of a chart this really is. XLM, let's pull out the charts here. Hourly time frame, take a look at this. When you look at it from this time frame, you can really see how beautiful this is looking. You don't even need to be an expert in technical analysis to say, this is looking amazing. You can see this for yourself. Nice, move towards the upside. 50, to 51.8 cents, a level, we've been talking about since then. The price has been consolidating, and I like what I'm seeing here. We need to keep in mind Bitcoin price has also consolidated a little bit, but if dominance continues to, drop from here and Bitcoin stays stagnant, we need to keep in mind Bitcoin needs to stay stagnant or go up, either or. And if it's able to do that, I personally think we could start heading up to that next leg up. But in terms of a consolidation, you can see we're only down about 13% after having a major rally pretty much since the beginning of the month. We're looking at an increase of about 131%, and after 131% increase, you're looking at only a 13% pullback, which is very, very nice. I know a lot of people just want to see those straight lines going towards the top and just price discovery after price discovery, which of course is always nice to see, but we need to look at it from a realistic standpoint. Right now, the target remains to be the same, 51.2 cents. That's the level I'm keeping an eye out on. If this is able to break out, of course, the 64 cents key resistance, which could start having us, push towards some of the levels we actually haven't seen since 2021. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. What are your personal predictions? And I will see you later. Been Crypto ZX, and peace out.